NHL Stanley Cup Finals are just around the bend, and we have our NHL expert, Dave Golikoff, on the line to talk a little Conn Smythe with us today. How's it going, Dave? You feeling excited about these playoffs so far?
Oh, it's been crazy. I mean, the NBA playoffs, you're looking at like 2 sweeps in the conference finals, but the NHL playoffs, the conference finals, it looks like we might have 2 Game 7s, tantalizing prospect. I hope it happens, but regardless, these 2 series are absolutely phenomenal.
All right, well, let's jump right in here, Dave. Who are your favorites for this Conn Smythe this year, and why do you think that they're going to get it?
Well, really, you're looking at which team you think is going to win the Stanley Cup, and then usually it's the best player from that team. Rarely, from time to time, it does happen that somebody wins it who is not from the winning team, but I don't think that's going to be fair. You're looking at skaters. In my opinion, it's Corey Perry from the Ducks. I know Getzlaf last night moved into the lead in terms of playoff scoring, but to me, Corey Perry has just been phenomenal. He's been really tough to stop. He scored key goals for the Ducks, game-winning goals, momentum-changing goals, made momentum-changing plays, even some things that don't show up on the score sheet. So to me, he's the guy there. Obviously, things can change in the Stanley Cup final if they get to the final, but to me, Perry is the guy right now. For Tampa Bay, it's got to be Tyler Johnson. I know Stamkos has turned it up a little bit in this series, and John hasn't got a point in 2 games. But listen, Johnson, 18 points in the playoffs, 12 goals, 12 playoff goals, and we're not even done 3 rounds. That's quite impressive. He's probably the guy for Tampa Bay if they're going to win it, at least as of right now. For Chicago, I'm looking at Patrick Kane. Jonathan Toews did show up in game number 5 with a couple of key goals, but throughout most of these playoffs, Patrick Kane has just been the star for the Blacks. If they go, I can't see it being Crawford. I can't see it being Toews. Can't really see any of their blue liners winning it. It's going to be Kane, in my opinion. So I think of the 3 skaters from the 4 teams, when you're looking at skaters from the 4 teams, you're looking at Kane for the Blackhawks, Perry for the Ducks, and Johnson for the Lightning. Now, in terms of the Rangers, I think it's pretty clear. It's got to be Lundqvist. They don't really have that sort of star offensive guy that's been shining. Maybe Chris Kreider, but even that's like a pretty big reach. It's going to be Lundqvist. Your 4 best bets, really. It's sort of a pick your poison. Whoever you think is going to win the Stanley Cup, I think the 4 guys that I mentioned, they're probably going to win for that team, depending on who wins the Cup.
All right, Dave, thank you for that insight. It's going to be interesting to see who takes the Cup home and who wins this Conn Smythe in 2015. Thank you, and remember, for all of your hockey-related picks, keep it locked right here at sportsbookreview.com.